Alright guys, so today I will be doing a cheap or affordable highlight and contour using these foundation sticks from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I have a dark one, a medium one, and a very light one. I couldn't pick the right shade, so these are the ones that I bought, so we're going to work with this. Alright, now I'm just going to clean off any residue off my face using a makeup wipe, and then I'm going to moisturize my face. I'll put the name of the moisturizer down below in the description box. Alright, and then I'm going to start highlighting these parts of my face. The forehead, the bridge part of my nose, under the eye area, my chin, and my cupid's bow area. Alright, so I'm going to start with the lighter shade. It's called tan. It looks more like a beige, not like a true tan to me. So I'm just going to use this to highlight my forehead, the bridge part of my nose, the cupid's bow, under eyes, and my chin area. And I'm also going to highlight underneath where I will do my contour. Okay, by doing this, we're just bringing light to those areas of the face, so the lighter shade for the areas where we want to bring the light to. Now I'm going to go in with this shade that matches my complexion the closest. It's called Almond. It's a tad bit maybe too light for me, you would say. So I would have to use like some type of a bronzer to even it out to make it look more natural looking. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this foundation, I'm just going to apply it into the areas where I will not be contouring, okay, or highlighting. So it's just our regular foundation color, and we're just adding this into the areas where we will not be highlighting or contouring, okay? This way you do not have to put foundation all over your face and then highlight and contour. So you just put it in between everything and you just blend it out together. Now using the darkest shade that I have that they had available, I'm going to use this as my contouring color, and I'm just going to apply it into the cheekbone area, the jawline area, my forehead, and the sides of my nose, and a little bit underneath my chin area to help blend out the edges of the foundation, okay? So this is what we're gonna look like, some sort of a concealer warrior. Alright, now using a small synthetic brush, this is actually a setting brush from Real Techniques. I'm gonna use this to start blending out the under eye foundation. This is not concealer, these are all foundations, so it's not as thick as concealer, and it's not gonna give you much of a opaque look. But I wanted to use these foundation sticks since I've had them since Black Friday, and I've had plans for them for a while, so I've decided to finally doing this video for you guys, showing you how to do a affordable highlight and contour with these products. Alright, so as you guys can see, I blended out under the eye, and then in a circular motion I'm kind of combining the seams of the two colors. So at the edge of the two colors I use a circular motion just to blend them in together so it doesn't look like a straight line, okay? So I'm speeding it up a bit here, and then notice the circular motion just to blend the two colors together. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish off blending by my nose area. Alright, for the Cupid's bow area, I'm just going to lightly blend that out because I do want the Cupid's bow area to stand out a bit, especially if I'm going to wear like a red lip or something bright. It just gives it a really beautiful look to it. And then I'm going to apply some of the almond foundation underneath my bottom lip area and just blend it out with the highlight of my chin. I'm going to move on to my forehead area and then just blend those two seams together so it looks nice and smooth, and then pat it so it doesn't look, you know, streaky. Give it a good patting. And then I'm going to move on to the sides of my face where that highlight is under the contour color. And just blend those out. You do not have to do circular motions for this step. So basically all the light colors, we're blending it out with the small brush. Now moving on to the darker color and the rest of the foundation, I'm going to use this contouring brush from Real Techniques and blend out my contouring color and blend it in with my actual foundation shade that I added into the spots where we were not contouring. Remember, you guys? So we're just going to blend this in all together. Circular motions. And I'm also going to blend it in with my jawline or chin area just to make sure it doesn't look too ashy or too bright there, and blend it in underneath my chin as well. Alright guys, so this is the fully blended side and then this is the unblended side, so you guys could see. It's really easy to do this, so anyone can do it. Just take your time, don't overdo it. I know a lot of you guys say when you do the cream contour or liquid contour it looks like dirt. Just work with a little bit of product at a time until you get better, and then you can add more. So remember the circular motions, okay? Circular motions. If that doesn't work for you, you can do the patting motions, okay? Or use a sponge. Alright, now for the nose, I'm just going to use this blending brush from Sedona Lace. I cleaned it off just to blend out the darker shade by my nose, and this will be my nose contour. And we're just going to blend it out and mix it in with the foundation that we had put there as well, so it looks more natural. Now I'm just going to finish off the blending of my nose area. Make sure you get the bottom part of the nose as well. Now I'm just going to brush up my brow hairs just to make them look a little better because they were looking a little messy there. Okay. And then I'm just going to finish off my nose again because I don't want to have lines on my nose. Alright, now for setting, I'm using the Ben 9 Neutral Set Powder. It is a white powder and I'm using the same small setting brush that I used to blend out the under eye foundation. I'm going to use that to set under the eyes. I am applying a lot of this powder because this foundation is very oily. I would not recommend it for someone who has oily skin, maybe combination skin or dry skin, but oily skin is just not gonna work. It's very oily. I'm not gonna say it's the best foundation I ever tried, but it's okay for the price. So now I'm just going to finish setting those areas that I highlighted, which included my forehead, the bridge part of my nose, under the eyes, and underneath my contour area. Alright, now I'm using my Cover FX powder, setting powder in the shade Deep, and I'm going to use, this is actually a blending brush, a flat top blending brush from Real Techniques. So I'm just going to use that to set the darker shade and the foundation shade of this contoured look, just to make sure it doesn't move because it is oily like I mentioned. Alright, so I'm kind of pushing the powder into the foundation. Just make sure you set everything, you guys, especially with this foundation from e.l.f. Alright, so I'm just going to finish off by brushing off any excess powder that was under my eye and in any highlighted part of my face. And I'm also going to buff out the darker deep setting powder once again, just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Alright, but the foundation, like I said, you guys, it is kind of sheer, so I didn't put on a lot. So if you want it to be full coverage, you're gonna have to put on a lot. Now I'm using my NYX Control Freak brow setting, I guess, mascara or product, just to keep my brows in place. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of bronzer on top of my eyelids to set the foundation that was there because it was starting to crease. Now I'm just gonna apply some little bit of lip gloss and then use the tips of my fingers to blend it out so it doesn't look too, you know, too perfect. I want my lips to look a little more on the natural side, since the main part of this video is just the highlighting and contouring, nothing else, not the eyes, not the lips, not nothing. I'm just adding a few basic things just to finish off the look. Alright, so I'm adding some of this blush from Milani. This is a new blush of theirs. I'll put the name of it down below. And I'm adding some simple mascara, nothing too special, just to, you know, pull the look together. But you can totally do this if you wanted to for a night out, or if you had like a special occasion or whatever, and you can totally go a little crazy on the eyes and the lips and the blush. Alright you guys, so that is it for this highlighting and contouring tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you. Make sure you know that these foundations are a little on the cheaper side, so they won't give you that high-end feel, but they are affordable. With that said, I will see you guys very soon in another tutorial. If you have any requests, leave them down below. Love you guys. Bye.